You have a home for sale. Well, you're starting to get a little bit of difficulties, not too many showings, lowball offers. Well, there's a new brand of scumbag running around. It's probably the same old bag of scumbag, but now I'm starting to run across it because I've gotten 3 separate calls from 3 separate scumbags this week from the school of what I like to call the late night infomercial, or I went to Howard Johnson's for the weekend to learn how to invest. So here's the story. This is how this crap went down. So anyway, on 3 separate occasions this week, and the week is not even over yet, I've had investors reach out, aka they went to the Howard Johnson School of Real Estate, the Red Roof, or a late night infomercial for the ones about, you ever seen those back in the day? You can get a house and the owner will pay for it and all this crap. So they call up. They're trying to get me to convince my seller to a subject to contract. Do you know what this is? The biggest hooey in the world. That's why it was late night infomercials. What this is they take over your mortgage. It doesn't matter if you got $200,000 in equity or whatever. They take over your mortgage. So basically, they get the equity. Real smart, huh? Yeah, it is for them. And I probably wouldn't have made this video today. It's called kind of a half rant. And it's basically all these people are coming in to take advantage of this market right now. Now, again, we have 4 months of inventory. So it is technically a seller's market. It's just that with the Fed and Jerome Powell, they are messing things up. People can't afford to buy your house now. So people who have cash are coming in and they ain't playing around. 6 months ago, they were paying good. Now, this stuff is crazy. This is not even a caring cash investor. These folks want to just take over someone's mortgage and then, I don't know, make it into an Airbnb, rent it out, whatever they're going to do. But see, here's the problem. They took over your mortgage. You cannot get another house now. Now, the reason I made this video is I just had this idiot call me up. I'm in the middle of a board of directors meeting, and he is trying to convince me how great of a deal this is for my seller. And it's like, well, we'll take over the loan, and your seller won't have to worry about it anymore. I'm like, my seller is a VA person. Their loan was VA. They can't take out another VA loan. You know what this idiot says? He says they could take out an FHA loan. My retort, they would have to come up with 3.5% down payment. On top of that, they would have mortgage insurance for the life of the loan, and then there is a funding fee of 1.75%. He's like, well, we'll come up with something where we give them the down payment for their next home. Okay, great. What about the mortgage interest? What about that extra $200 a month they got to pay for life? They think somebody's stupid or something. Really, they do. They really think people are stupid. Unfortunately, people fall for this. And this is why I'm making this video. So you don't fall for this crap. Let someone steal your equity. Yes, prices are down. Yes, people are making lowball offers. I mean, they're really making lowball offers, and to be honest, the reason they're making them is another reason. It's because of their payments, and I'll do another video on that. What I'm talking about now is the dangers that are out there for this home seller, especially those who get desperate. There is no need to get that desperate. There are solutions out there to help you instead of falling for these charlatans. That's a crook. Fancy word. It's oldie school. I don't know where they get this from. And he's trying to convince me to convince them, going like, hey, I can still put money in your pocket. I can still get you a commission. My job isn't to collect a commission. A commission is a result of doing a good job. And it is not a good job when I screw somebody over. And these subject to mortgages are screwing someone over. Because here's what happens. First of all, they're not going to tell your lender that they're doing this. So you're going to go traipsing off and someone else is going to pay your mortgage. Then when it doesn't work out for them for some reason, they can skip town, leaving you holding the bag. The worst part is I'm sitting there telling the person that I'm pretty sure my clients are not going to be interested because, one, it's a waste of time, and two, they're buying another house and they're not going to be able to use their VA loan. And he's just sitting there considering, well, what if I could put $5,000 in their pockets and take over their mortgage? Their mortgage at 3%, by the way. I'm sure he'd love that 3% mortgage. What you're saying doesn't make any sense. They will not be able to get another VA loan. You're tying up their loan. But if I put $5,000 or $10,000 in their pocket, isn't that just as good? No. People, no. They are trying to screw you. They're trying to bend you over without the benefit of Vaseline. And I hate to be that graphic. Actually, I don't hate to be that graphic. They're trying to bend you over without the benefit of Vaseline, and you know what I mean. Hey, I made a rhyme there. Look out for yourself. Look out for these charlatans. Look out for these cash investors now. I mean, all the cash investors I've seen now are offering, 60 cents on the dollar. Yes, 6 months ago, they were paying good. Whew. I know some people who missed a lot of good money because they ain't going to get that now, no matter what. I ain't talking about from cash investors. I'm talking just in the real estate market. You need to be careful out there. And I'm not just saying, oh, you need to give me a call because I know how to do things right. No, this is about you. You. Do not let people steal your equity. Do not let people steal your house. Do not let people steal your opportunity. I mean, this is just the worst thing in the world. I'm sitting there trying to get off the phone. He's sitting here trying to convince me how it's a good deal to tie up somebody's VA loan. Yeah, if you don't have to use it again, using this can be a really good thing. I'm probably going to make a video about it, and I'll talk about it in a second. Did you know that a VA loan is assumable? So I can have anyone assume my VA loan. They don't have to be a veteran. Wow. I get to put money in my pocket and they get to assume it. Can you imagine if you have a house that's $600,000? I'm just saying that. I don't know the house is $600,000. And you got a VA loan on it and you got it at 2.75% interest. Do you know how many people would pay you full price and beyond for that? But you don't get to use your VA loan again until they pay it off and get it settled. But who's going to settle that when you got 2.75%? But if you had to sell your house and you got a VA loan and you don't need to use it again, I mean, heck, you can use a conventional loan. I mean, I was in a meeting today and we were just talking about some stuff, and it was like about all the lowball offers. It was at a lender's office, some realtors and everything, and it was talking about how low these offers are now. And it was purely because, the video I'm going to have to make. As a matter of fact, the video I'm talking about, I covered a lot of it in the video last week. Look at the link right there. These are like strategies as a buyer and seller. This is what we were covering at the lender today. But people are giving you a low ball because they're trying to get their payments down. If you got 2.75, they payments are way down. You get it? You feel me? Now, the video I did last week was not about using your VA loan and letting someone assume it at 2.75%. But like I said, if you had a $600,000 home and someone tries to lowball you down to about 540, which is what's happening right now, well, you got 60,000. You may be able to go ahead and get yourself the next one and put your 20% down. Still don't have PMI if you put 20% down. Got your closing costs, you got all that money. Plus, you've got 20% in equity. One thing people forget about, if you put 20% down, let's say you bought another house and it was someplace else, $500,000. Oh my God, I had to put $100,000 down. But guess what? You're only making payments on $400,000. It even wipes out most of that interest difference. Not all. You still may be paying almost as much for the $400,000 houses. Well, hell, the $600,000 house you probably bought for 4. So yeah, you're paying a lot more. I'm not gonna lie to you. So these are just thoughts. And the more I read into this, because with the very first person, they're all insistent on this, like it's some kind of a great deal. I had to read up on this because no one's ever brought it up, because we're now in a era where people are going to start bringing this crap up. If your house is on the market for more than a little bit, guess what? They're going to bring it up. And I want you to be prepared. I want you to be prepared right now. I want you to go to Google, GTS, Google that stuff. I want you to find out what a subject to mortgage is. I want you to read up on it, because if your home has been on the market more than 60 days, these piranhas are going to be out there for you. For you. So go ahead, take care of yourself. I'm not even going to end this video with the standard stuff about contacting me and subscribing to any of that crap. This you need to know before you're taken advantage of. Also, if your real estate professional's bringing this stuff to you, find out their motivations, because there's a lot fewer real estate deals going on these days, and they may be bringing it to you because that person promised them a commission, and they got a little bit commission breath, because your listing may be the only thing they have that's going to put food on their table. That's why I'm saying I'm looking out for you. I'm not saying, it may work for you. You may be in that situation where it works for, but you need to be prepared, because if your house has been sitting there and it's been hard to move, these sharks are going to be there if it's something that they can feed on. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Have any questions? You know what to do. See y'all.